Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is davidakhoa and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my weekly Sunday vlog, the video where I tell you guys the updates, what's been going on with me for the past week, concerning my life and stuff like that. I did finish a video game this past week. I want to give you guys my thoughts on those. Did see a couple movies. I want to give you guys my mini review of that. I did go to a new restaurant. I want to tell you about guys my experience about it. I did finish a comic book. And towards the end of the video, we'll do a Q&A. A lot of you guys asked me some good questions in last week's vlog. We're going to do it again in this week's vlog. I picked out 6 of my favorite questions from last week's vlog, okay? If you guys have a question you guys want to ask me, comment below. And if I really like the question, we'll answer it next week, all right? Then the next vlog I make. Okay, the first video game the first one I want to talk about is the video game I completed this past week, and that is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now, this is the original PS2 version I played when I was younger, okay? The version I played was the PS4 Definitive Edition version, and it's the last game from the Definitive Edition trilogy, all right? So I completely beat all 3 games in the Grand Theft Auto trilogy that came out last year. That's right. I bought it in November, like the day it came out, and it took me about 10 months to complete all 3 games. All right. Now, keep in mind, I was working, I was traveling and stuff like that too. So it's not like every day I was playing it, you know. But you know, I've been playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City since when I beat San Andreas. It's been like a couple months ago, all right? But I finally completed Vice City, okay? Out of all 3 games in the trilogy, the Definitive Edition trilogy, I like this one the most, okay? Maybe it's because I played it last, so, you know, all the updates and stuff like that, they got the game more and more, like, I didn't experience many glitches and stuff like that versus the other games. Like, when I played Grand Theft Auto 3, man, I had a frustrating time playing with that one. And then, you guys asked me to play San Andreas right after, and I played that, and I experienced some bugs and glitches and all that stuff there, okay? Pretty frustrating gameplay. This one was a smooth ride, man. That's a smooth ride. I didn't have to repeat so many missions over and over again, you know. And I thought this was the most stable out of all 3 of them, okay? And the most fun, too. I enjoyed this one the most, okay? Like the main characters, like the voice acting, the cutscenes are really funny. My favorite missions are the one with Umberto, who's voiced by Danny Trejo. He's always asking me to, like take out this dude and run the car from this place to that place and stuff like that. I like the missions; they're funny, and the cutscenes. Like he's always like show me you have some cojones and stuff like that, you know. So he's trying to prove yourself to him and stuff like that, and it's hilarious. The funny missions. Okay. My least favorite missions, of course, are the ones that are timed. They expect to get from here to here in a certain amount of time, but there's also these, the flying missions, okay? I didn't like the flying missions very much. There was one mission where you have to, like, hide inside a truck, and then you have to use a remote control plane, and then fly these bombs into the building at very specific places, and you have to drop the bomb so it'll, like, explode and stuff like that, and they try to blow up the building. I didn't like that mission at all, man. The plane was so difficult to control. All 3 games had some type of plane flying part to it, and it's always been the most frustrating part of the entire game. But overall, I like this one the most, okay? I like the scenery and stuff like that. Like, I recently went to Miami, Florida for a vacation, right? And I saw very similar type of scenery, you know, beaches with palm trees and a lot of neon lights and stuff like that, and the city and stuff like that. It's fun. I really enjoyed it, okay? I still have a lot to do. There's like 100 collectibles you can go, and then there's like all these side missions. I didn't do any of the telephone missions, okay? And there's one where you have to like collect all the cars and put it in the garage and stuff like that. I haven't done any of those. So there's still a lot of content, but the main story of the game is still is completed. If you guys want to see my gameplay, it is available on YouTube. Some of them are private, by the way. I think I have like 2 or 3 videos that are private, some of my live streams. You'll see that in the future, okay? So once I get to like a million subscribers or something like that, I'll make it like public for you guys to watch. So spread the word about the channel, okay? I saw a couple movies this past week. I saw Jurassic World Dominion, and I saw the extended version. So if you guys saw it in theaters, I saw a different movie from you guys, okay? Number 1, they added the prologue. You know, you go on YouTube, there's like a prologue when you see like the T-Rex the Allosaurus or whatever, the Gigantosaurus, or whatever it's called, the other big dinosaur. Okay, they were fighting each other, and during during the past, then it fast forward to 65 million years in the future, and they're trying to chase him down with the helicopter, the T-Rex. Okay, they put that back in the movie in the front of it. Okay, and then it faded away, and then we see the movie and then the rest of the movie was pretty much the same from what I've heard, except for a few conversations. They had extra conversations here and there. There's an extra scene where Ellie Sattler was like trying to get DNA from the locust and stuff like that. For me, I just like seeing the legacy characters, because Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler and Ian Malcolm do return in this movie, and they did not disappoint. Okay, a lot of scenes that we wanted to see are there. A lot of conversations. My favorite part was when Henry Wu walked in and Alan Grant was like, "I remember you." That was a good part right there. And then there was a big fight between three big dinosaurs at each other. I wish that one was a little longer though. But overall, I thought the movie was good. Okay, I like how there was like two separate storylines, and then they merged into one and stuff like that. So they all met up together, and apparently they all knew each other too. Like they heard of each other. They know about each other's reputations and stuff like that. So besides a couple extra dialogue here and there, the extended version and the theatrical version is not that much different. They had the new intro, and there's like a couple extra scenes, Overall, it's like an extra 15 minutes I heard that the movie is different, okay? But overall, I enjoyed the movie. I thought that this was going to be the final Jurassic movie, though. No. All the characters are alive. Dinosaurs still roam the earth. There's a possibility there could be a new Jurassic movie in the future. Jurassic Galaxy coming in 2030 or something like that. So there's a potential, because I thought in order for the Jurassic World the Jurassic franchise to end, they need to like wipe out all the dinosaurs, all the main characters die. Like it has the most saddest ending ever, But they left the world in hope or something like that. Like all the characters need to die, all the dinosaurs need to die. That's the only way. Okay, everyone's still alive at the end. The dinosaurs are still alive. The main characters are still alive. There is potential for Jurassic Galaxy in the future. I also saw a documentary this past week. I saw NWA and Eazy-E Kings of Compton. Now, you guys already know. Straight Outta Compton is one of my favorite movies the year it came out. Okay? So I was like, I bought this years ago. I'm trying to build up like this hip-hop collection. I got All Eyes on Me. Got Notorious with Biggie, I got the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me. I got the Aaliyah movie and stuff like that. I'm trying to build this hip-hop movie collection, okay? And this is one of the things that I have on the collection, okay? I bought this for like $5 years ago, back when I was living in Kansas. And this is just, they show clips of the NWA building up and during Eazy-E's sickness and stuff like that. And throughout the documentary, which is only like an hour and a half long, they had Ice Cube. They had clips of Eazy-E and Dr. Dre giving their thoughts on the whole situation and stuff like that. Eazy-E's wife was in it. Some radio hosts, some other people from Ruthless Records and stuff like that. Some producers and whatever. They all like give up their thoughts on certain phases throughout the NWA's like life. It's history, okay? So it's all right. Go check it out. An hour and a half, $5. Why not, right? I did go to a new restaurant recently. My girlfriend and I celebrated our anniversary at Heidi Lau Hot Pot, which is in Katy, Texas. I did make a video about it, but I haven't made it public for you guys yet. But there are some pictures on my Instagram. You guys want to see what the food looks like and stuff like that? Go on my Instagram and you'll see like the setup of the food and all that. So a hot pot, for those of you who don't know, is make your own soup sort of place. Okay, so they give you the broth, and here you can actually pick out 4 different types of broth if you want. Okay, and you can pick out whatever you want. You want to put in some meat. You want to put in some vegetables. You want to put in noodles or rice or whatever into your broth, okay, and you make your own concoction, your own soup, okay, make your own meals sort of place. And then there's people that if you want noodles, they'll start with dough, right, and they'll like stretch it out. He's doing like all these flippings and dancing and all that stuff, like throwing who's that one superhero? Like Daredevil. You know Daredevil. He takes out his cane and he like spins it around and stuff like that. So it's kind of like that. So this dude like it was like a little ball of and then he made big long noodles and stuff like that. So you guys probably watching this video like, what's David talking about? You just gotta watch the video, okay? Heidi Lau Hot Pot in Katy, Texas. We went there to eat. This is a chain, by the way. There's like multiple different locations throughout the country. I did read a comic book this past week. I couldn't believe when I saw this in stores, man. Look at this. Detective Comics, number 27, from May 1939. This is the first appearance of Batman in any form. The very first time that you see Batman in any comic book or anything, you know, any type of media, this is it. The very first appearance of Batman. So this is actually a facsimile, a copy, a reprint, okay, of the original comic. But they made it look very, like, look at this. All the ads and stuff from way back when, they put it all in here, man. See that? All the ads and little text and stuff like that from the old magazine. Like, it is a complete reprint. They even said in here, like, in very, very small text, okay? This comic reprinted in this volume was produced in a time when racism, well, not this part. Let's just say this. Somewhere on here they say it's an exact copy of the original, okay? But not exactly. I mean, there's this like $6.99 thing down here with a barcode that didn't exist back in 1939, you know? But I read the Batman part. There's a bunch of other stories in here related to detectives and stuff like that. Some of them aren't even comics at all. Like, they have this, this one. Big, long story just to read, right? But I read the Batman part. You know, someone was killing off these guys, and it was like a murder mystery. Batman had to figure out who the killer is. Turns out it was one of the dudes inside trying to get kill the other dudes so he would take over the company and stuff like that. Pretty interesting story. In just 6 pages, they explained the origins of Batman. Okay, not the origins of Batman. His first appearance, first story ever. Okay, so I read that part. I haven't read all the other like detective and spy stories in here. Maybe in the future I will. Okay, but it's actually kind of cool to have something like this. So go to your local comic book shop and you can pick up the very first appearance of Detective Comics, number 27. Okay, the first appearance of Batman. All right, let's go ahead and do the Q&A. I picked out 6 questions here. I'm just going to answer them, and then we'll just and remember, you guys can always comment below with your questions, and I'll pick out my favorites next week, and we'll just answer it next time, okay? Along with the movie reviews and whatever else I do next week, okay? And by the way, happy Labor Day for those of you who are, out doing your barbecues and celebrating it, whatever, okay? Manny Robinson asked me, what is my favorite Star Wars movie? My favorite Star Wars movie, out of all of them, is Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi has a very good ending. It's very definitive. Like, there's no cliffhangers or no feeling of dread or, well, are they gonna make it in the next movie? Is there gonna be a sequel? I wonder if they're gonna, when you watch Return of the Jedi, by the end of the movie, it feels like a happy ending, and also there's a lot of emotional parts in there, Of course, you got to watch all the other movies to actually feel that emotional thing. But I like the plot. It was funny. It was exciting. A lot of edge of your seat moments. Okay, the special effects were really good for the times. Return of the Jedi. All right. Todd E. Walnuts asked me, do I have a PlayStation 5? No, I do not have a PlayStation 5. And honestly, I may actually skip it. I may actually skip the PlayStation 5. If they come out with a PlayStation 6, I'll buy that one. But or maybe if I my PS4 and my Xbox One and my Nintendo Switch break down, then I'll buy a PS5. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, I don't feel like there's enough enough on it that I want to play. You know, like just thinking about all the games that are coming out soon, I can still play it. You know, on the systems that I already have. You know, next Call of Duty, next NBA 2K, God of War Ragnarok. You know, the games that I want to play, they're already like I can still play them with the system I have. And like, let's say the next game that I'm very interested in is like PS5 exclusive, then I'm have to like consider getting it. You know, but as of right now, like the games I want to play are available. You know, so no need to rush and get the next system yet. Okay, not for me anyway. I've seen it. I saw it at a pawn shop for $800 the other day. $800, which to me is kind of like in the middle. It is a used PS5, but I saw it and I was like, should I get it? And I was like, saving up for other stuff. If you join my live streams, you know what I spent my money on recently, okay? And I think that was more worth it than the PS5. John Menching asked me, if I could give everyone one piece of advice, what would it be? Okay? And I'll be honest with you, I didn't really think about this much, but I guess you could say that my advice is, like, even if you're going through some hard times or whatever, just know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, there's always a brightness tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're experiencing hardships or whatever, like just know that tomorrow may be different. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like not everything bad will last forever. You know, just imagine that. Be hopeful. Hey, you know what? That is a good one. If I can sum it up all in one word, is one sentence, just like just try to be hopeful. Be hopeful. Okay. Jesse Johns asked me, will I ever see Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick? I don't know when that's going to happen, man. I have not seen Top Gun Maverick. I'm hearing great things about it, you know. Never even saw the first Top Gun. I saw clips and stuff like that through the years. But I never actually sat down and just watched the movie from beginning to end. I know my dad and my uncle and stuff like that have seen Top Gun, and they're interested in seeing Top Gun Maverick. Maybe that's my chance, okay? Maybe that's my chance. Because my dad and such wants to see the new Top Gun movie, and maybe that's my opportunity to go see it with him, you know? Ian Ingracia asked me, what's my rating for The Boys? I'm going to give The Boys, the TV show The Boys. It's like 3 seasons. I saw all 3 seasons. I reviewed it last time I made a vlog. I'm going to give it like a 7 out of 10, okay? The reason why I give it a 7 out of 10, because it's really good. It's a really good show, okay? But the reason why I give it the 7 out of 10, it's just, there's like moments where it makes me feel sick, you know? like there's a lot of gore in the series. There's a lot of, like, they say words in the show that if I heard it from, like it hurts your ears, you know? It's like, whoa, I can't believe they said that on TV or anywhere, you know? There's a lot of cussing, there's a lot of gore, okay? And it makes you uncomfortable. So if the show didn't have that, but still had the same plot or whatever, you know, maybe it wouldn't have as much of an effect. But I feel like it's not a show that I would, you know, recommend for all ages. You know what I'm saying? So The Boys would be a 7 out of 10 for me, because I just feel like I take out some points because the gore and the cussing and the just the overall, what's the word? Just the, not cringiness, it's disgusting to watch sometimes, okay? What the things they do in the show, okay? And makes you feel uncomfortable, you know? But overall, I think the plot is great. Like everything fits with the plot, okay? Like in their world that they built, like the gore and the cussing, like it belongs there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, it's not a show for everyone. All right, it's not a show for everyone. Okay, last question here is from Steven Martinez asking me, will I see Lightyear? Well, you guys already know I've I like the Toy Story franchise and stuff like that. I saw the Buzz Lightyear cartoon way back when. I even got a DVD of the movie, the first episode sort of thing. So I have that. Lightyear, it is kind of on my radar, but not really, okay? Like, I know it exists. I would like to see it someday, but I'm not, like, in a huge rush, okay? Because I know it's not a sequel or connection to any of the Toy Story movies. It's like an extra thing, okay? It's like an FYI. This is something that you can watch on the side until the next Toy Story movie comes out or whatever, you know? By the way, I also don't want to watch Lightyear as much because someone already spoiled it for me. Okay, so blame the internet. Blame the internet that I don't want to see Lightyear because I already know how like I know that Zurg pulls off his helmet and he reveals this, who he is and stuff like that. I already know that part. Okay, so I'm like, man, that would have been nice to sit and watch it in theater, but now they don't. Now I already know it. I guess I won't have to see the movie anymore. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for checking out my video, and be sure to comment with a question for next week's vlog. Okay, I want you to spread the word about the channel. Be sure to comment to like the videos or whatever. Subscribe to share the word. Okay, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, see you guys next week. Bye bye.